this morning at a very waking up, I was thinking about Las Vegas family. I was thinking about different things, praying, trying to open my heart a little bit. Sometimes I don't listen so much to God, what He wants to say, what the spiritual world, higher spiritual world wants to say. So I was thinking about, True Mother in her message was talking about Jesus and not being able to have a true life, make it a really family. And then also into Tatiana, her 2-year-old boy, son, when asked the question, what would you give Jesus for Christmas? It's like the answer, and this young lad said, I want to give Jesus a baby. Because really, this is the substance of God's heart. God's love is when we have a substantial mind-body relationship and experience God's love and God's heart with the nature and with each other as a family, as an extended family. But really we find the depths of God's heart to children, because that act of creation. Of course, the father doesn't have the same kind of direct experience with the mother who lives with that child for 9 months before the child come out. And it's like, wow, how amazing is that? So mother always has the first relationship with the child, and a mother and a son is supposed to have the best relationship. Of course, because of the fallen world, it's not always true. However, this is the original ideal. And that mother's love for the child, father's love for the child together, combined, become one. The child feels love for both mom and dad, and they together, moving around in life, in their spirit, and in a daily life, they experience life together. This is God completely. So anyway, I wasn't thinking all that. I was thinking more like the difficulty Jesus had. Because originally, Jesus in his whole life, we don't hear anything about Jesus so much until we know that he went into the temple when he was like 12, and he goes in and he argues with the priests and the scribes, and he was a little frustrated. His mom is going, hey man, where'd you go? They didn't really realize he was God. He was 12 years old. They don't say, hey, where's Jesus? They not only left the city, and they had to go back and go find Jesus. Oh, where'd he go? And then you hear about Jesus in a Jewish tradition. They prepare the Jewish people, the mom and dad, they arrange a marriage for their son. And if you have a daughter, then you negotiate for a good match, good relationship, right? Which is what we do in our church. But this didn't happen. And Jesus is like almost 30 years old, and he's in his power. He's like in the prime of his life, and he's like in love with everything that nature and God and the spirit world. Already has like a heavenly dominion of love in relationship to everything, except people in their response to Jesus. Jesus is supposed to be presented, by his parents and the community. So John the Baptist, as the son of Zechariah, they were like very close. They were family. If they had a big Christmas gathering, of course that was, Christmas is like after Jesus, right? So they didn't have to celebrate Christmas until after Jesus was crucified. But if they have some big bar mitzvah, or the Jewish people, they have some big Hanukkah celebration, then a whole family gets together, right? But Jesus didn't experience so much. So when his mom runs out of wine for a marriage for some other people, somebody else, she already knows Jesus has power. What happened to this family? Why couldn't these people support Jesus? I don't get it. Anyway, she goes to Jesus and say, "Hey, we're out of wine. Can you change this water into wine?" Nobody's out there, he's not even in a position anybody recognize that he's possibly their King of Kings, their Lord of Lords, their central leader, like Moses was to the Israelites to bring them out of Egypt. Wasn't anywhere like that. So, so he doesn't say, "Hey, Mom, what's going on here, Mom? Where's my wife?" He didn't go that. He didn't say that. Of course, this is what we know. We don't know exactly the conversations that go on. All we have is what's recorded in the Bible, which is not so much. So anyway, he goes, according to the scripture, it says, "Woman." When's the last time you called your mom woman? Woman. Woman. What have you to do with me? It's like, what do you don't know me. You want me to be like a magician and turn this water into wine. You have all these miracles surrounding my birth. You know I have responsibilities more than changing water into wine. But anyway, the whole my feeling this morning was how Jesus' whole life is kind of this crucifixion of the heart. Even Father also experienced the same throughout his whole life, crucifixion of the heart. Can you imagine, as a true father, as Adam, you understand the principle of creation? You understand the amazing cosmic value of a human being in love with God, in love with nature, in love with your family, with your brothers and sisters, the potential of happiness and peace and harmony and beauty and glory. You've known this since you were like 16 years old. Your father was like that. Sun Myung Moon was like that. And Jesus comes to him, and Jesus recognizes him. Jesus recognizes him, Father, his own situation. And so he can come and be with Father. He can be one with Father's heart. They can share this oneness of feeling, this oneness of life, this oneness of spirit, this oneness of vision, the principle of creation. Be fruitful, have dominion, multiply, have a wife, have children, have a family. The blessed of God being present in your family. Not only Jesus is God, Reverend Moon is God, but wife, Haktahan God, Injin God, Hyojin God, Kwanjin God, Hyunjin God, everybody God. Before it says, in this principle, it says, if they had fallen, everything would be God. Right? That word good. Where do you think the word good comes from? The word good comes from the word God. So if you saw something that was good, well, it was God. So we're in this kind of situation where we want to transform this consciousness of the whole human race, our whole human family, the whole world. And have this consciousness that it's all God. It's all an extension of us. The whole creation is an extension of us. So if we can't love that extension of us, it means we can't love ourselves. We can't love ourselves, we can't love the extension of ourselves, everything around us. The more we can love ourselves as God's point of view, the divine son and daughter of God, the more we can love the divinity and the sacredness of everything around us, no matter what external form it takes, no matter what external situation or circumstance. I don't care if they're there's like military expressions for this, but I can't use them. Anyway, so it's like, anyway, so many different things that people in their mind, they go click, no good, click, no good. So we want to change this click to say, oh, good. No, I don't care if somebody says they're terrible. It doesn't matter. I love them anyway. If they say, if they're feeling so miserable, what? You say, yep, you're miserable. No. You say, oh, don't worry about it. No, let's find a way that we can solve this situation together. Because we have to do it together. Interdependence, mutual prosperity, universally shared values. We have to do this together. So I don't care what situation in the divine principle family, doesn't matter who they are, they're still directly descended from the Messiah. I don't care if they're Cain or if they're Judas or what, doesn't matter. They're still the son and daughter of God, and we're our responsibility, my responsibility, is to love unconditionally, is to find a good point and develop a relationship, a common base with the good point, and allow that good point to manifest. So we can see the glory of God in all of the true sons and daughters of God. I can find the glory of God in all my brothers and sisters. I don't care which side of the camp they decide that they want to hang out with. It doesn't matter to me. And governments don't matter. Principalities don't matter. None of that matters. Only thing that matters is the blessing. Be fruitful, multiply, have dominion. So anyway, I was thinking about Jesus, and Jesus was crucified his whole life. His heart was in this condition, this state of crucifixion, because he had nobody that he could pour his heart out to. He had nobody, the closest person that really understood his situation. Did any of the other disciples fast for 40 days in the wilderness? I don't think so. The only person that fasted 40 days in the wilderness, and Jesus did that before, probably did it before, but he didn't do it, he did it after, certainly, after John the Baptist spaced out and didn't connect him with the Jewish people. Then he had to stand in John's position and fast for 40 days. But John fasted for 40 days in preparation to receive the Messiah, to make straight the way of the Lord, as Elijah. Couldn't do it. Couldn't connect. He's spaced out. He got too spiritual, I guess. And couldn't ground himself in the reality of, I'm Jesus' number one hope, to be able to connect with the Jewish leadership. He didn't see his responsibility. He didn't see his connection, his hope. So now we have Jesus crucified on the cross, goes to the resurrection, and the spirit world become whole. In the spirit, everybody can connect with Jesus through the Holy Spirit, be reborn through Jesus Christ as the Messiah, and his spiritual counterpart of the mother's heart, mother's spirit, and the Holy Spirit. And we have a spiritual true parents. We can be reborn, and then we have this forgiveness of sins. But we still sin. We still have this original sin. The only way we can have our residual sin taken away is through a substantial Messiah, which is what true father, Sun Myung Moon, and his wife together as the physical true parents, Hak Ja Han Moon, then we can receive the blessing, the forgiveness, and mother is standing in that position now substantially as both father and mother together in harmony and oneness. When you've seen her, you've seen the Father. When you've seen her, you've seen the true Mother God. So the forgiveness of sins, the take the root out of original sin. But then we have responsibility for my own sin, my own mistakes, my own fallen nature. I have responsibility for my ancestors. I have responsibility for America. And I'm a human being, so ultimately I have responsibility for the whole world. So they didn't say that it's the divine principle. Father's not saying this. Mother didn't say this. I'm saying this. Every single human being is responsible for the whole. Just like the toe and the cells in the body are responsible for the blessing and the grace and the peace and well-being of the whole body. If there's some problem anywhere in your body, everything gets irritated. It's like a grain of sand in an oyster, right? Or a rock in your shoe. So how we have to find a way that we can connect everything, find the blessing for everybody, and everybody take ownership. This is what I really love about Inchanim, is that no matter what kind of situation happens, same thing with Father, no matter what kind of situation happened, did he give up? Did he say, oh, they're going to think this about me, they're going to think this about me, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? No. He got up, kept going forward, because he knew that nobody, if he didn't do it, nobody's going to do it. Same thing, we have to have the same heart, the same mind. If we don't do it, who's going to do it? We expect somebody else to do it? I don't expect somebody else to do it. I kind of hoped for the last 40 years since I joined in 1975, I kind of hoped that we would find a little bit better result. And no, we get everybody singing about their power, their business, their own external reality, or their own, which is connected with their internal reality. But everybody is concerned about being successful and staying alive and surviving in the cultural milieu of America. Many people, they didn't trust their blessed children with the public school system. But if they'd have trusted their children, if we had been able to have the tradition of Punakhe every day in our families to bring God's blessing down into our families, then when our children, they go to school every day in a public school, they'd be the Messiah for their school. But with a humility and grace and beauty and intelligence, they could represent true parents. They represent their true parents. So and people could see the purity and the clarity of their spirit. When I was 5 years old, I could tell who was Abel and who was Cain. And when I was little, all the children can do this. That's why it says, in order to enter the kingdom of heaven, you have to be like little children. Little children, they know where to go. They know where the good spirit is and where the bad spirit is. They can tell. No matter how externally it looks strange, sometimes the external looking strange, a child can feel, oh, I'm safe there. That's a good place. These people care about me. So, our opportunity to be able to commingle a little leaven's a whole lump, to bring the blessing to American community is through our children, through our grandchildren. And so when they go in there, they have confidence, not that they're isolated, so that they learn to keep this isolation, cultural isolation. Now we're public people. We live for the sake of the whole world. We live for the sake of the whole universe, for the sake of the whole cosmos. We live for the sake of the whole spirit world. We live for the sake of everything. So how to bring it all into focus. Living for the sake of the whole purpose, centered on true love. Not my love, but my love is connected. When I love somebody, it's connected. I want it to be connected with everything. I want it to be connected with everything and everybody. I don't think so many of us really have the connection, the idea that if you open your heart to a tree, or you open your heart to a bird, or you open your heart to a rock, that rock can feel your open heart. That tree knows your open heart. That bird knows your open heart. Everything around you, the whole creation, is groaning in travail, awaiting for the sons and daughters of God, of heart. And that's our goal, that's our mission, that's our responsibility, that's our future. And that's what the future of every living human being, that's their future. But they can't catch that if we aren't able to catch it ourselves and share that with other people. I'm in Bakersfield now, so it's getting a little heavy traffic, and I think it's time for me to kind of bring it to a close. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for appreciating things on my Facebook page. And thank you for your love for God, your love for true parents, your love for humanity, your hard work, your tears, your sweat, your blood. Thank you for sharing everything, making an offering for the heavenly purpose. thanks. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to talk to you later. God bless you and your family, and your community, and your country, and your nation, and your religion, and your ancestry and everything. All right? God bless you. Bye-bye.